Imagine a single pill that could totally change the game for weight management. For years, this has been like the holy grail of obesity treatment, and today we're going to break down how it finally became a reality. So, what if you could get those same incredible, life-changing weight loss results we've heard so much about, but without ever having to touch a needle? Well, that's not a what if anymore. It's here. And this right here is the historic moment. On December 22nd, 2025, the FDA gave its official green light to an oral pill version of Wegovy. It then hit U.S. pharmacies on January 5th, 2026. This is a huge deal because it marks the very first time a pill from this powerful class of drugs has been specifically approved for chronic weight management. Now, this breakthrough didn't just happen overnight. The whole journey really started with the injectables for diabetes, right? You had Ozempic back in 2017. Then that science evolved into higher dose versions specifically for weight loss, which gave us the injectable Wegovy in 2021. So this new pill, it's really the culmination of all that research. It's the next logical step in making these treatments way more accessible. So what exactly is a GLP-1 medication anyway? Well, to put it simply, it's a drug that basically mimics a hormone that our own gut produces when we eat. This hormone does a few things. It tells our brain we're full, it slows down how quickly our stomach empties, and it helps our body manage blood sugar. The end result? You just feel less hungry, you feel more satisfied, and that, of course, leads to weight loss. Okay, so that's the science. But the biggest question for any new medication is always the same. Does it actually work? Let's dive into the clinical data because the numbers are pretty telling. And wow, the numbers are impressive. Over the course of 64 weeks, people taking the pill lost, on average, between 14 and 16.6% of their starting body weight. Now here's the key takeaway. That is right on par with the original Wegovy injection. You're getting the same powerful results just in a pill form. And for some people, the results were even more dramatic. Get this, a full 30% of the people in the trial, that's nearly 1 out of every 3, lost 20% or more of their body weight. I mean, we are talking about a level of weight loss that can have a truly profound impact on a person's health. And just to put that in perspective, take a look at this chart. It shows the difference compared to a placebo. The group taking the oral Wegovy saw a mean weight loss of almost 14%. The placebo group? Just a little over 2%. That huge gap just shows you exactly how effective this medication really is. So if the results are so similar, how do you choose between them? Let's put the daily pill and the weekly shot head-to-head and see how they stack up in the real world. Okay, this is a really crucial detail. The convenience of a pill comes with a catch, a very strict daily routine. You have to take it first thing in the morning on a completely empty stomach with just a tiny sip of water. Then you have to wait at least 30 minutes before you eat, drink, or take any other medication. This whole protocol is absolutely essential for the drug to be absorbed properly. So let's just walk through this. Frequency is daily versus weekly. The method is swallowing a tablet versus a quick injection under the skin. Timing, strict for the pill, but flexible for the shot. But here's where the real trade-offs come in. The pill is way easier for travel and storage. It's just room temperature. The injection, on the other hand, requires refrigeration to stay effective, what's known as a cold chain. Okay, let's get down to the brass tacks. Let's talk about the really practical questions. Who can even get this, and what's it actually going to cost? And this might be the most surprising part of the whole story. Without insurance, the cash price for the oral version is expected to land somewhere between $149 and $299 a month. Now, when you compare that to the nearly $1,000 price tag for the injectable, this dramatically lower cost could open the door to treatment for millions more people. So who's eligible? Well, according to the FDA, it's for adults with a body mass index, or BMI, of 30 or higher. Or you could qualify if you have a BMI of 27 or higher and you also have at least one weight-related health issue, like type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, or high cholesterol. Now, just like the injection, the pill does have side effects, and they're mostly gastrointestinal. Nausea is the most common one, affecting almost half of users, followed by vomiting and diarrhea. The good news, though, is that for most people, these issues tend to get better over time as their body just gets used to the medication. This pill is obviously a huge development, but believe it or not, it's just the beginning. The entire landscape for oral weight management drugs is about to get a whole lot more competitive and very, very interesting. So you're gonna want to keep an eye on the next big player, Eli Lilly. They're expecting an FDA decision on their own oral GLP-1, a drug called orforglipron, by March of 2026. And its biggest potential advantage? No food restrictions. That could be a total game changer, completely eliminating that strict morning routine that Wegovy requires. And this raises a really important point. Whether it's a pill or an injection, these medications are incredible tools, but they're not magic. Understanding how your own body responds is absolutely key. Tracking things like your diet, your activity, and even your sleep can give you and your doctor really valuable insights to help manage side effects and get the best possible result. And that really leaves us with the big overarching question, doesn't it? With its lower cost and its needle-free delivery, will a pill finally democratize access to effective weight loss treatment? Will it make it available to the masses? It's a profound question, and we're going to see the answer play out in the coming months and years. Now, it is absolutely essential that we state this very clearly. This explainer is for educational purposes only. This is not medical advice. You should always, always, always consult with a qualified healthcare professional before making any decisions about your health or thinking about any new medication. If you are interested in some of the tools that can help you and your doctor track those connections between lifestyle and health, you can learn more over at health.gheware.com. Thanks so much for joining us.